Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Sandra, and I am the host of the I Shall Bloom Show, losing my voice, a show where we interview stellar individuals whose work and legacy has profoundly uplifted our communities for the better. Each week, we interview a new guest, and we take a deeper dive into the work that they're doing in their lives, sharing ideas and experience. You see, here at I Shall Bloom, you shall bloom, and we shall bloom. Today, I have a special guest, an author. Her name is Christine Black, and I'm going to introduce her. She has a new book that's going to be on all social media fronts and in the bookstores coming up in a couple of weeks and months. Yes, she'll explain. So without further ado, I'm introducing you to Miss Christine Black. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about, I didn't introduce the Targeted in Texas. So if you can tell me a little bit about yourself, and then, you know, for those that don't know what a targeted individual is, you know, in your perspective.
Yes, ma'am. So my name is Christine Black, and I'm currently a targeted individual out of Zavala, Texas. But like I said, this originated down in Galveston County, Texas, in a little town called Bay Cliff, Texas, actually.
Yeah.
My targeting started in 2016 and has been going on for almost 9 years. For people that don't know what a targeted individual is, it's basically direct energy weapons, voice-to-skull technology. It's stuff that messes with your mind, mental manipulation, like constantly. They want people to think that, like, you know, what's the first thing you think when people say they're hearing voices in their heads?
Crazy.
You would think, yeah, they're crazy, they're schizophrenic. Well, that's what they want people to believe, that these people are schizophrenic, and this is actually really going on. So, like I said, I've been implanted with voice-to-skull technology and have all that comes with it: gang stalking, vandalism. They'll mess with your cars. They'll break in your home and move stuff around. It's really a crazy program that they got going on. It's ran by the higher-up FBI, CIA, local law enforcement, and they hire, like, street thugs, basically, to, like, follow you around and stuff like that.
So, what about the targeted? You're put on a list, right? What about that terrorist screening database?
So that's what it is. They put your name in a terrorist screening database, and that gets you on, you know, you're on the list from there on to be basically harassed, stalked, you know. Now, the reason I was added to this list was I was with somebody, and I lived with them. Well, when we split up, he had connections to the Galveston County Sheriff's Office in Galveston, Texas, and he added me to that list, and over revenge, and it's been going on ever since. A lot of these people that are on the list are like high-profile whistleblowers, people that, you know, are scientists, and they, you know different stuff like time travel and just crazy stuff. You can get on targetedjustice.com, and there's a bunch of information on this on there. So I've learned a lot of things along the way, being in the active community of targetedjustice.com or on targetedjustice.com. I've learned and continue to do research, because basically what we're doing is fighting for our lives here. These weapons cause cancer and all kinds of stuff. So that's what it is, a continuous fight, because what they want you to do is it gets you to a stage where you want to commit suicide, or you might flip out and go on a mass rampage, rage shooting, like, you know, some of the shootings at the schools.
And that's happening.
Yeah, stuff like that. And there's been a lot of people that says they were targeted before they went and did stuff like that. So I've learned a lot on the way and started to do my research to try to push forward to help people come to freedom. You know, they're talking about they want everybody added to this list. I've been running across everything, and this is kind of like population. It's mind control is what it is, and it's being sent out through the cell phone towers, like subliminal messages and stuff. And it's constant, like right now everybody's getting the subliminal messages, but they're not all having the voice to skull technology where, you know, you're hearing voices, not only your voice, but you're hearing other people's voice that are talking to you and harassing you and trying to talk negative on you, and, you know, just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's really insane. So one day I ran across this device on TikTok Shop. It's an ear cleaner. And with this ear cleaner, it has a light and a camera on it. And I started looking around in my ears, you know, and I noticed there was something glowing in there. So I'd send over Sandy some pictures. I don't know if she's got any of the pictures, but I did send you over some pictures. I might be able to flip this around and show. Let me see if.
And once I edit this, I'll add the pictures to. Once I edit it and put it on our YouTube page, target it back at you, I'll have all that with. I just needed your okay.
Yes, you can definitely put it on there. I'm fixing to be going on a trip to take my daughter up to South Carolina tomorrow, actually. And when I get back, I'm going to be going to a doctor. South Carolina.
Okay. Okay,
when I get back, I'm going to set up a doctor's appointment and get in there. I've been looking on, like, the Targeted Justice site has a lot of information on there, and they've got some doctors that work with people like us. So I'm going to contact one of them, because one of the things is a lot of the doctors are involved in this. Like,
they are.
We have cameras in our backyard, and we caught some people, like, peeking through our windows on the camera, and I went to take it up to the police station here in Zavala, and nobody would answer the door. I was knocking on the door, and they wouldn't answer the door. So it's like, you know, it's all part of, I don't know, it's really crazy what you go through. Let me see if I can
feel hated.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only that, you can't get help from nobody. It's really ridiculous. I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me try to turn this.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, let me see.
Voice to skull technology. And while you're getting that, basically what she's talking about, this whole demonic program of just imagine being able to see, because I have the gang stalking and, of course, the feed, the libel, the treated like crap, the lies, the break-ins, the gang stalking, and the direct energy weapon. Imagine being fried while you sleep at night. Well, actually sitting in here, but at nighttime, being your inner organs being fried at nighttime while you sleep, and so you wake up and, like, I'm swollen right now. All of this is swollen because of the direct energy weapons, that's poison that's happening in my house. And just let me know when you're ready, Christine.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the swollenness of your body and different things. Like, I got a slide on here I'll show y'all where I am losing my hair where they're hitting me with the direct energy weapons.
Yeah,
at the top.
Around the front, around that.
Like I said, in the pictures that I had for my ears, you can tell, like, there's stuff growing in my ears from whatever they stuck in there. It's like a blood blister or something going on in there from, hopefully it's not cancer, but I'm going to have to go get it checked out, like I said, when I get back and see.
Well, I popped mine, I guess, because it was bleed. My ears was bleed, constantly. It itches so bad. I guess the wire, whatever that is, that makes it itch to the unbearable. Where I stick anything in there to try to relieve that itch, but I popped that whatever that is, and then, of course my ears were bleeding. So, hi,
Yes.
welcome, Tracy. Thank you for coming in.
My
Hi.
ears were bleeding too.
Uh-huh. Thank
Okay, so
you.
this slide, I know y'all
Hi,
probably
Tracy.
can't see it, but it says, go ahead.
Oh, I was
Okay, it
just saying.
says, okay. It says voice to skull technology, non-lethal weapons, which include a neural electromagnetic device which uses microwave transmission or sound into the skull of a person or animal by the way of pulse modulated microwave radiation and silent sounds in the skull of the person or animal that only a target can hear. The sound modification may be voice or audio subliminal messages, mind manipulation, and mind control.
Yes. Yes.
And
Only
then,
that we can hear. Only that we can hear our animals. Yes.
so I don't know if y'all can see this,
Yeah.
but you
Oh,
see
your
that white
ear.
thing in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
this
saw that.
slide, and this is something that I've seen off the internet. And this one's in my ear. That's what's in my ear. But
Yeah.
what I've seen off the internet, there was something from an old CIA agent or something, which they did this to him. And it says, if you're hearing something, where's the first place you should check? And of course, in my ear, that's what it looks like. Now, there's no reason we should have any lights in our ear or anything like that.
No. No
Here's a
reason.
clearer picture.
And I can pull it up as well. I thought I would have
Can
a
y'all see
host
that?
that can share. Yes. So
Okay.
that's inside your ear.
Yes. That's a blown up picture of what I see inside my ear that's lit up. Okay. And then here's the one that it says the government is using these to make people think that we are schizophrenic. And this is his picture that I found off the internet that shows, the light in the ear and all that other good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what it's doing to the top
Wow.
of my head, guys.
Schizophrenic.
See how
So
I'm
that's the
losing my hair?
diagnosis.
Damage from direct energy weapons.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, another part of this that they're doing, some of these people are using EEGs and for sex trafficking. And here's a video that I found online. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me get back in here. A YouTube video that I found online that's about broadcast sex trafficking using the EEG, heterodyne cloning. And I don't know if y'all want to write that down. Her name is Sherry. It's under Sherry's Story on YouTube, but it tells a lot about what's going on with that.
Wow. I'm trying to pull it up, but I'm having difficulties. But go ahead. I'm glad you got it.
Okay, I'll send it over to you. And then it says sex trafficking uses EEG. Sex trafficking is a big part of the voice to skull technology and being used against us.
Yes.
Please watch the video on YouTube that was in the last slide to better understand what is being done to us.
Mm.
It's a whole.
And once you
so they're saying like. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
They're saying like this business that's going on is bigger than like Ford Motors. Like they're making. Like I've seen somewhere FBI agents are getting paid $50,000 bonuses for adding people to this list, one person. So this is a big deal, and we're fighting for our, it's really a big deal, and we're fighting for our lives here,
Yeah.
Because eventually, if this keeps going on, these direct energy weapons you're gonna die. You can't. Yeah. So.
Well, they're war weapons, and it's horrific in itself to be used against humans, anyways, in war.
Yeah.
But to be able to use it even now against your own America, your own Americans, and secretly, and
Mhm.
for money and for, I mean, like we're like high dollar value for pawns in their games. You know what I mean? And it's just, like I said again, just imagine being secretly fried every night and walking around and then being mocked about it, laughed at. You know, they have their little smirks, you know, tearing up your things, even your marriage, tearing up any type of relationship you have. It's so demonic. It's so, but I see them. And they can no longer hide when they're around. I can feel their nasty spirit. They stink. You know, and it is. I see them, and I always want them to know I'm not going to be quiet. I'm like you. And so my show, of course, was I Shall Bloom was built on helping people talk about the issues of life and things, a book, new author, new stores, new businesses, or things they want to talk about. But as I was secretly living the life of this, and so I just didn't feel, I felt like I was living two lives, which I was, you know. I never felt fulfilled. But now that, even though it's work, I mean, it's bad, you know, I got to fight my wireless, everything is always extra. I got to take, you know, 2 hours to do something that normally takes me 10 minutes, you know. But I appreciate you for wanting to come on and talk about this, how it happened to you. And I know that you were going to talk about your book and then about the Galveston County policeman. I know you mentioned that that's how you were put on this list because of speaking out. Or,
Yeah. So
so if you could
yeah,
talk about your book. Yeah.
they do put people on this list for speaking out, whistleblowers and people that, like I said, scientists, doctors, people that know too much information, basically. That's why when I figured out I was on this list, you know, I was like, I ain't even none of that. Like, I was put on this list over revenge from an ex, and it's been a difficult journey. I when this when
Yeah.
the when this first started, I got in a lot of trouble. Like, I was trying to get away. I didn't know what was going on. So
Yeah.
I was trying to get, yeah, I was trying to get away from the area I was down in, and I was being followed, and just everything that they could do to try to step in your way, they do. Like, say if you're going out to eat at a restaurant, they'll call ahead and have people mess with your food because the
Yeah.
technology that they got you hooked to, a supercomputer is what it is, and
Yeah.
they know where you're going. There's GPS involved and everything else, and they'll call ahead and say, hey, this person's coming in, this person's this or that, and we need you to do this, and most of the time they pay the people to do it. Um, so it's
Mhm.
just an
Yeah.
everyday
Mighty dollar.
struggle. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The mighty dollar. And like fast food. You know, we can't eat fast food anymore because of that. You know, when you get it, it's either salty, so salt, or old and dried up, and maybe even rotten. And they may just, if you go through the drive-through, they may not even take your order. You might just sit there for a while, and then just to rile you up. It's just it's little things that's so purpose hate, I call it. Purpose
Yeah.
hateful. If you want to go to the grocery store, the things that you love are gone, always missing, you know. But I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Go
noticed
ahead.
that too. When I go into a grocery store, you know, you go for a certain item and you get up there and it's not there. But a lot
Yeah.
of the times you're talking about them taking time in the drive-through and all that. Also, watch out for your food because they will spit in your food. I found fingernails in my drink.
Um,
It was disgusting.
uh,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
you got to be careful. I've had them
That.
poison me. Huh?
Yes, me. We need to start talking about. Like I said, I want every time I experience that because I know I used to drink coffee when I just all of a sudden started drinking coffee, which was another mind thing. But I'd stop at certain places. Something told me to look at the bottom, and there was this big cup of spit down at the green
Ooh.
spit at the bottom of my. I had drink, and so I knew I can't do this anymore. I can't eat the fat. You know, I can't do it. You know. So I had wrote even in my packaged salad. I eat a lot of salads. Used to buy the package because I was thinking that's the way to get away from them poisoning. I opened it up, and again, the Holy Spirit is, look, there's pellets inside the salad. So they knew that I was coming, so I guess they took all the other ones off and then put the ones that I would grab, in there. So, but that was Walmart. And then HEB had some food that was rotten. Golden Chick. So I start naming it. I name the places that I go that gave me bad service and, anything that was nasty food with flies in it. I name them. So we need to start naming the places, you know what I mean? And I talk to the game stalkers if I see them, because I know them now by their nasty spirits. I let them know, what page are you in the game stalking manual? What page? They don't want to be talked to. They don't want to be out in the open. But you're out in the open, so I'm going to make sure that you're secretly following me, but I know who you are, so I'm going to make sure that I say hi. I'm going to acknowledge you. And so that's what we need to do. We need to, even though this is a big thing, but we cannot be divided and separated and quiet. So I appreciate you. So what made you write your book?
So we have to fight back. So what I did is turn my pain into power and push forward, and it's going to be a long, hard fight, and who knows if the fight's going to be over before I pass away. But you got to try to give it your all and try to help people live. I mean, basically they're trying to kill everybody with these weapons, and it's either lay down and die or fight. So, yeah, I put my story out there.
Yeah, you don't seem like that type to just lie down, and I'm not either. And I applaud you. I thank you for being that type of person. I would like to do a show on spouses or boyfriend of targeted individuals, boyfriends or girlfriends of targeted individuals. So are you married, or do you have a mate?
I am married, yes.
Okay, so does he understand about this?
He does know about this.
Will
he was
he be
around
on this willing?
I would have to talk to him and see. He may be. He does work regular. He's a plumber, so he works regular hours for work. But we can look at your show times and see. It's a very interesting story because I actually met him through some of my gang stalkers. So. Because a lot of the people that's gang stalking me right now, I grew up with some of these people. It turns out, like, the guy that set me up, I didn't know, knew people that I've been knowing for 30 years, I tell you, that's involved in this.
Wow.
Yeah, they try to turn everybody against you is what they do. So, I mean... It's pretty sad. They start putting kids in this program at 3 years old. And that's what I know. Notated. So
3 years old in a program meant to kill.
Yeah.
And you, mother or father, you allow that.
It's crazy.
That's why so when I see the kids and doing that, I go off on them. I said, because it's your fault that you're doing that. And this is what you're putting in them. Your kids can be killed, for someone who can snap out at any minute and blow up the whole school or blow up the whole Walmart or blow, all of that, because they love Walmart. That's their haven. That's I guess, their second home for their $20 gift card. So, that's there.
Also, have you also noticed, like, if you're driving down the road and, like, people will use they use their lights for something on their cars. Like, it's not normal lights. Like, it will be flickering a bunch of times, and it's just stuff that they can't really get busted for, that it's happening to you, but other people ain't going to notice it.
Right.
I read something the other day. That they're putting nanotechnology inside. It was a NASA document that was leaked, and they were talking about some kind of dust that it's out in the air. Dust is out in the air, and you inhale it, and it's got the nanotechnology in it, as well as, like, clothing or food. And this is everybody, not just targeted individuals. Food, your clothing, and and stuff like that. So, I feel like they're going to eventually try to link everybody to the supercomputer and control them. There's already, 6.5 million people that's on this list targeted. So it's a big deal.
Well, I hope that God comes and flips the switch on this, because I want to see them fall. In my lifetime, I want to see them fall. You know what I mean? To take over neighborhoods, you can't even enjoy your home in peace anymore because you're being watched 24/7. Taking a bath, someone's watching you, making love or having sex with your family, with your husband or wife. Your privacy is totally just interrupted, and it's not fair. It's not fair. And I pray that God shows up and shows out and closes this thing down. Stop the funding. Stop the funding. The CIA, the FBI, all of DHS, all of them, the ambulance, the medical teams, the doctors, lawyers, all of them, the cops, who are involved in this, So
yes.
That's my prayer, that it is opened up and shut down. And they'll fall because they'll tell on each other. And that's what they're doing now.
Yeah, and if anybody knows the reauthorization of 702 that just happened, that's for foreign surveillance. And this is the program that's supposed to be for foreign surveillance. But as you can see, I'm an American citizen, and they're doing it to me. They just reauthorized that for another year. But there was a big deal about it because they were questioning the FBI and all that, because it was talking about them querying illegally 178,000 American citizens without a warrant for, why were they doing that? And the FBI was basically saying it was a mistake, or, 178,000 times is more than a mistake. So.
Yeah, it's more than a mistake. Well, I know we have the Targeted Justice has the big rally coming up in Colorado. So we're going to be there. Hopefully a mass amount of us show up and be able to question that Colorado thing, because, a lot has happened. A lot happens in Colorado, with the weapons, the weaponry, the V2K, all of that. So we have some questions. And we're demanding, of course, we have the court case that's happening too. So, and I have one too. So I will be probably coming about talking about that next week. I just want to, he said not to mention it as of yet, but whoever is able to get anything prospering or positive out of this with an attorney that's willing, I want to share. I want to share. So I will be talking about that next week. And so when you go to out of town, are you going to be coming back through San Antonio, you think? I'd love to meet you.
So we do go down to San Antonio sometimes. The guy, my handler, the one that's in charge of the gang stalking, I ended up finding out that his girlfriend or his kid's mom now used to live in San Antonio. So I don't know if he met her while I was because we used to take the kids to Six Flags over there all the time. So we stopped going as much, but we still go. But right now I'm in East Texas in Zavala, so I'm up by Lufkin and all that. But we could probably make our way down there and have lunch or something one time.
Okay, well, we can do a live show. You can come to the show and we can have lunch, or you can do a live show here first. Okay. You know what I mean? I can touch you.
Okay. We'll see what kind of more proof we can get to bring to you after going to the doctor. And, you can't just stop at one doctor. If one doctor says, hey, there ain't nothing there, they're probably covering up. Another thing is those x-rays. Did you see about the x-rays that they can digitally go in there and manipulate the x-rays to make it look like, so you have to do the ones that ain't digital.
Right. Yeah. But even my braces when I have braces, of course, they put chips in the braces, so my whole lips swell up and burn. I mean, just blistered up and start. But it was allergic to the whatever he had put on them. But of course, he did them all wrong, so all my teeth were going to the left. But that was purpose. It was a trainer. My orthodontist went on vacation every time this new person came in to work on me. So when it was time to do the X-rays, I had to go to a different person, not the normal person. They're different. And so I'm like, let me see it. Oh, I'll be right back. And I've noticed that I'm like, I don't know, I just never noticed that. So that's when I realized that it was being manipulated, the X-ray.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's like I said, the code of ethic. I'm a nurse, of course, and the code that you take, everyone that has a badge that's involved in this program. And I hate to say rot in here. I hope your day rots. You are disgusting, and I'm so disappointed. You should be ashamed of yourself every time you look at that badge. Every time you even look at the code of ethics, you are trash, and that's what I say.
Yes, ma'am.
Trash. You are faking. You are killing. You're murderers, and you have blood on your hands. And I say that, and I mean it. So, but so I know that we've been on. I thank you for your patience of going through this with me with the criminals, the criminals that constantly attack, that try to take the joy or try to keep what you have to say, but it still worked out. And I thank you, Tracy, who came on to see. Thank you so much. Would you like to have a question? No, I guess not. Okay, so how could someone reach you about your book?
Hi, I'm sorry. This is Tracy. I don't have a question. I'm just listening. Just listening.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for coming on.
And it took me a while.
Thank you. Okay.
I got blocked. I got on. I'm here, and then I got blocked off, and then I had to go back and forth to get back on.
Yeah. You know what, we deal with the criminals, so it was trying to keep us from speaking out on this horrific program that they put us in. We didn't ask for this. So I'm praying that God hurry up and close this, expose this, dispose, and close it. And we need to be rewarded and compensated also.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. We need to be compensated because we've had a lot of big time, a lot of loss. People are living in their cars. People are living in situations they would never get in if they were in their own minds, their own life, if we haven't been put in this program. So I pray for you, Miss Christine, and you, Tracy. I pray for all of you guys to keep strong and keep that hope that we will one day soon see the end of this, and then look back and say, wow, I can't believe that happened, as we get paid our money that we deserve for this pain. So I thank you again for coming on, Christine. Again, my name is Sandra, and I'm the host of the I Shall Bloom. I can be reached at Sandra@ishallbloom.com, and also I Shall Bloom Talk Show on YouTube, and _I_shall_2 Bloom on Twitter. So again, remember, I shall bloom, you shall bloom, and we shall bloom. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. And